Hello students, welcome back to our video classes. This video lesson we are going to learn about closed figures. Closed figures. Okay. Now I am going to draw some figures. See. Closed figures. These all figures are closed. These all figures are closed and closed from all sides. These all figures are closed from all sides. Look here, there is no open. Here is also no open, no open, no open, no open. Okay, so these types of figures are called closed figures. These types of figures are called closed figures. Next one, polygon. Polygon. What is polygon? Polygon means a closed figure with number of straight sides. With number of straight sides. See, this is one straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. Closed figure with the number of straight sides. This is looking like a square. Not only square, triangle, also polygon. Rectangle, also polygon. Okay, and pentagon, hexagon. Okay, all types of these types of figures are called polygon. Our concept is a closed figure with the number of straight sides. Straight sides should be straight. Okay, look this picture. This is closed figure, but it is closed by curved line. So we cannot say this is a polygon. We cannot say this is a polygon. Okay, so circle is not a polygon. This square is a polygon. Triangle is a polygon. Rectangle, okay, pentagon, hexagon. These figures are called polygon. First we can say about triangle. What is triangle? And triangles. See, triangle. Tri means three. Tri means three. Three angles are there. See, this is one angle. Here we can measure one angle. This is another angle. This is another angle. Not only three angles. Triangle means three angles and three sides also. Three sides. One. I am going to name these sides. AB, one side. BC, another side. AC, another side. Okay. AB, BC, BC and AC. Three sides. So, three angles, three sides and three vertices. What is this vertex? Vertex. Did you learn vertex? When I am teaching angle lesson, I taught vertex. Okay, singular vertex, plural vertices. See, what is this vertex? Vertex means when two rays, okay, or when two line segments meet at your point, the meeting point is called vertex. The meeting point is called vertex. This is one line segment. This is another line segment. So this is vertex. This is vertex. Here also, this is one line segment, this is another line segment, this is a vertex, and this is also a vertex. So three vertices. Look here, three sides, 1, 2, 3, three sides. We can say this is three line segment also. Okay, and three angles. This is first angle, second angle, third angle. You can name this is first angle, second angle, third angle. It's up to you. Okay, and three vertices. Vertex A, what is that? Vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. Like that you can name. Understood? That one I will explain. Line segments. Line segments. What are the line segments here? AB, AB, BC. CA or AC. Okay, next, angles. What are the angles presented here? Angle A, angle B, angle C. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Here we can measure the angle. Next, vertices A, B, C, vertices. Okay, this is about triangle. From your book, exercise 6.4. See, this is one triangle, angle EFG. EFG. Name the segments, vertices and angles of the triangles given below. Name the segments. Segments means line segments. Okay. Name the segments. What are the line segments? EF. Okay. And FG. GE. Segments. And angles. Angles. What are the angles? Angle E, angle F, angle G. Okay. And okay, only this. And vertices also. Vertices also. What are the vertices? E, F, G. These are the vertices. Understood? So this is about triangle. Next one, quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals. Quad means 4. Tri means 3. Quad means 4. Okay. Penta means 5. Hexa means 6. Okay. So quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals means a closed figure with 4 sides, with 4 line segments. A closed figure with 4 line segments. Any shape we can. Okay, but if it should be 4 line segments. Okay, it should be close. It should be 4 line segment. It should be close. See, we can name this P, Q, or S. P, Q, or S. So look, how many side line segments are there? P, Q is one line segment. Q, R another line segment. S, R another line segment. P, S another line segment. Okay, 4 line segments. How many angles? 4 angles. Okay, understood. In triangle, 3 angle. In quadrilateral, 4 angles. Okay, 4 line segments. And okay, so quadrilaterals we learned. Here, only 2 quadrilaterals we are going to learn. One is square. Square also quadrilateral. I will explain. Okay. And rectangle. Rectangle also quadrilateral. See. First let me explain square. Square. See. We can name any name we can. A, B, C, D. Square is here quadrilateral. Because why? Square also 4 sides. Okay. Square also 4 line segments, 4 side, okay, 4 what is that, vertices, 4 angles. But here the square, in square all sides are equal. All sides are equal. All, I mean, this is surrounded by 4 line segments, no? Okay, all sides are equal. If it is, I will measure one side AB. The side AB is 12.5 centimeter. If it is 12.5 centimeter means all sides should be 12.5 centimeter. I mean AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. All sides should be same. This is called square. Understood? Next one, rectangle. Rectangle. L, M, N, O. See the difference between square and rectangle. Square, all sides are equal. Okay, but rectangle, opposite sides are equal. If I am If this LM is 25 centimeter means opposite side, this side also 25 centimeter. If LO is 8 centimeter means opposite side also 8 centimeter. So the main difference between square and rectangle is square all sides are equal, rectangle opposite sides are equal, but both are quadrilaterals. Okay, quad means four sides. So look here, 1 2 3 4 4 sides, 1 2 3 4 4 sides, 4 angles. Here we can measure the angle 4 angle, 4 vertex, 4 vertices. Here also 4 vertices. Okay, so only one difference, opposite sides are equal. Here all sides are equal. And next one, circles. This is important one. Next we are going to learn about circles. Circles. Circle. How to draw a circle? Very easy. Take one tumbler. Tumbler means glass. Okay. Keep on your note. Take one pencil. Just do it. Okay. The outer side. If you are marking the outer side, it will be looking like a circle. Okay. See. Circle. The center of the circle is. This is the center of the circle. We can name this is O. Center of the circle. Okay, in circle we are going to learn more things. First one, radius. What is radius of a circle? Radius of the circle means a line segment joining exact center. How to get this center? You know how to draw the circle, compass. Okay, with the compass easily we can draw one circle. You know how to draw. Okay, when you are drawing one circle with the compass, your compass tip will make one point here. Okay, that is the exact center of the circle. Okay, so first radius. Radius means a line segment joining the center of the circle and any point on the circle. Any point, not only here, any point, but it should be start from the center of the circle and any point. Okay, beginning point should be center, end point should be any place on the circle. Okay, so this is called radius. This is called radius. If you are drawing, okay, we can name this OP. OP is the radius. In this circle, OP is the radius. One more circle, one more radius also I will draw. Q. If you are measuring this Q and OP should be same, because it is a permanent distance. Okay, same distance between center and here also same distance. This is called radius. So radius means the line segment joining center and any point on the circle is called radius. Next one, diameter. In this circle, OP is radius and OQ also a radius, and one point, important point, OP is equal to OQ. Sorry, OP is equal to OQ. Next one, diameter. Diameter. Okay, what is diameter? Diameter means a line segment passing through the center of the circle. A line segment passing through the center of the circle and whose end points lies on the circle, and its end points lies on the circle. Listen carefully. It should be a line segment. Okay, line segment means a straight line. Okay, it should be straight. Okay, line segment passing through the center of the circle. Passing through the center of the circle. It should passing through the center of the circle. Okay, and end points. This is one end point. This is another end point. End points should lie on the circle. Should lie on the circle. We can name this is AB. Simply AB. In this circle, diameter is AB is diameter. AB is diameter. If you are measuring the diameter, see, this diameter is 14 centimeter. This diameter is 14 centimeter. And next I am going to measure the radius is 7 centimeter. Radius is 7 centimeter. Diameter is 14 centimeter. What is the relation between this radius and diameter? So diameter is equal to twice the radius. Diameter is equal to twice the radius. So diameter D is equal to 2 into radius. 2 into radius. True concept. Diameter means a line segment passing through the center of the circle and the end points whose end points lies on the circle. Okay, this is one point, first point. Second point, diameter is equal to twice the radius. If diameter is 14 centimeter, radius is 7 centimeter. Okay, understood. If radius is 5 centimeter, diameter should be 10 centimeter. Okay, understood. If radius is 11 centimeter, diameter should be 22 centimeter. Okay, so this is the concept of diameter. Next one, chord. Chord of a circle. C-H-O-R-D, chord. Chord of a circle means this is also a line segment. This is also a line segment, okay, whose end points lies on the circle. That's all. No need to passing through the center. Okay, see, this is one chord of a circle. We can name this PQ. Not P already is there. L, M. This is one chord of a circle. Not only this, we can draw a chord here also. One more circle I will draw for only for chord. This is center. Okay, this is one chord, and this is another chord. Okay, this is also a chord. This is also a chord, and this is also a chord. See, this is also a chord, and this chord is passing through the center of the circle. Listen carefully. Chord means a line segment passing through, sorry, a line segment we are drawing on the circle. The end points should lie on any point on the circle. But line segment means what is that? It should passing through the center of the circle and lies the end points whose end points lies on the circle. Okay. Okay, this is called chord. But this chord is also passing through the end center of the circle. Okay. See, so chord means, and this chord is the longest chord is diameter. The longest chord is diameter. See, the longest chord is diameter. Understood? So here we learned 3 steps. One is radius, diameter, and chord. Radius means a line segment passing through center to any point. Diameter passing to the center. It is a line segment passing through the center of the circle and whose end points lies on the circle. So this is the 3 points. And from your book exercise, see, one more diagram, one more circle I will draw and explain something for you. Okay, what is the center of the circle? P is the center of the circle. What is the P? Okay, center of the circle, P. Understood? What is the radius of the circle? Radius is PQ. Okay, what is the diameter of the circle? Diameter is LM. What is the chord of the circle? Chord means AD. And one more, many number of chords we can draw in one circle. Many number of chords. If you are starting from here, many number of chords we can draw. Countless. Okay, but if it is passing through the center of the circle, that chord is called diameter. That chord is called diameter. So diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Okay, understood? So from one more question, from radius and diameter. Radius is equal to 2 centimeter. What about diameter? I told already. Diameter is twice the radius. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4 centimeter. One more question. Diameter is equal to diameter is equal to 10 centimeter. What is the radius? If radius is half of the diameter, so 10 divided by 2, 5 centimeter. Okay, understood? Thanks for watching.